Hi, I'm Caitlin Balthrop. I'm a data analyst and I break down business, finance, and entrepreneurship using real data. If you're someone who wants to grow smarter and make decisions that are backed by numbers, not just opinions, then this channel is for you. And today we're diving into 5 powerful books that have the potential to completely change your financial future in 2025. These books are more than just inspiring. They give you proven strategies you can actually apply in your real life, no matter where you're starting from. Whether your goal is to get out of debt, build wealth, or create a life of freedom, these books will help you get there. Let's get into the first one. Let's start with the classic, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. This book completely shifted the way that I think about money, and I'm not alone. Millions of people say it was their financial wake-up call. His concept is simple yet powerful. Robert tells a story of 2 father figures, his biological dad, who he calls his poor dad, and the father of his best friend, who he calls his rich dad. One followed the traditional path, get a good education, get a stable job, work hard, retire. The other focused on building assets, taking risks, and learning how money actually works. Here's what it proves. Success with money isn't about how much you earn, it's about what you think. Rich people buy assets, poor people buy liabilities, and they call them assets. An asset puts money into your pocket. A liability takes money out. It sounds simple, but most of us are taught the opposite. So how can you use this in 2025? First, do a full audit of your finances. Look at every major purchase or expense and ask yourself, is this putting money into my pocket or taking money out? Then start shifting your focus towards building assets. That could mean investing in an index fund, buying a rental property, starting a small side hustle or digital product. In 2025, the big takeaway from this book and why I recommend it is you don't need a high income to build wealth. You need a wealthy mindset. The second book I highly recommend is The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. This one is less about the numbers, but more about the way we think and feel about money. Because let's be honest, most financial mistakes aren't due to a lack of knowledge. They're due to fear, pressure, and emotion. Morgan Housel makes a brilliant point. Managing money, well, has more to do with behavior than actually intelligence. What it really proves is we all come from different financial backgrounds, and those experiences shaped the way that we save, spend, and invest. Some people grew up during recessions and are overly cautious. Others are overly confident because they've never faced real financial hardship. There's no one-size-fits-all mindset, but awareness is key. One of the most powerful lessons is that wealth is what you don't see. That means that money not spent, the car you didn't buy, the lifestyle you chose not to upgrade, quiet wealth beats flashy debt every time. So how do you use this in 2025? First, you're gonna automate your savings and investments. Take the emotion out of it completely. Let it run in the background. You can use apps like Copilot to help. Second, avoid comparison. Stop trying to keep up with the Joneses. Social media has made it way too easy to feel like you're behind, but most of what you see is highlight reels and not reality. Finally, give yourself permission to define your own version of success. For you, wealth might mean peace of mind. For someone else, it might mean freedom. Define it, then make every decision with that end goal in mind. Say you want to travel across the country in a van. Well, what are some actionable steps on how you can get there? Can you pay off debt? Can you start a side hustle? Can you automate your savings? What can you do to try to reach that goal? Next is one of my favorites, I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. I hope I'm saying that right. This book is straight talking, unapologetic, and practical. Ramit gives you a 6-week roadmap to get your finances on track. And the best part is you don't have to give up everything you love. He proves that you don't have to penny pinch to build wealth. You honestly just need a system. You need one that automates your bills, your savings, your investments, so you don't have to think about it every day. Ramit's big idea is the conscious spending plan. Instead of restricting yourself with a budget you'll probably never follow, you design a system that lets you spend guilt-free on things that you love while still saving and investing automatically. Here's how you're going to use this advice in 2025. You're going to set up automatic transfers every payday. You're going to make one go to your high yield savings account, one to your Roth IRA or your brokerage account, one to your bills, and the rest goes to your guilt-free spending account. He also really encourages you to focus on your big wins, not just cutting your lattes or your avocado toast. That means negotiating your salary, refinancing debt, or switching to lower cost services. In 2025, you can use banks like Ally or SoFi, make automation super easy. The system does the work completely for you, and you can focus on living your rich life, whatever that means to you. Book number 4 is Get Good with Money by Tiffany Alish, also known as the Budgetnista. This book is all about achieving what Tiffany calls financial wholeness, a state where every area of your financial life is working together in harmony. It's not just about getting rich, it's about being well-rounded, secure, and prepared. She breaks down this into 10 manageable steps, covering everything from budgeting and credit to insurance, investing, estate planning, and more. Her book proves that you don't have to be perfect to make progress. You just have to start. And small steps done consistently can have a massive impact over time. Tiffany is especially passionate about making this information accessible to women, people of color, and folks who have never had a financial safety net. Her voice is real, honest, and very relatable. You can apply her advice in 2025 by starting with a clear picture of your income, debts, and goals. Create a simple zero-based budget where every dollar has a job. Use free tools like Credit Karma to monitor and improve your credit. Get intentional about your savings goals. And remember, this is a journey. Tiffany emphasizes grace over guilt. If you make a mistake, learn from it and keep going. And finally, let's talk about number 5, The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. This is an oldie but a goodie. This book is for the entrepreneurs and the ones who want to build a life that isn't tied to a cubicle. Tim challenges the idea that you have to work for 40 years to enjoy your retirement. Instead, he lays out a roadmap to creating a lifestyle business that earns money while you live your life. This book really proves that time is your most valuable asset. If you can create a system, you can live a life on your terms. Right now, not 40 years from now. Ferriss introduces concepts like the 80-20 principle, which is focus on 20% of tasks that drive 80% of your results. You're also going to outsource and delegate. Use freelancers or AI to do what doesn't need to be done by you. He also says try to take mini retirements. Take meaningful breaks now instead of waiting for someday. And here's how you can use it for 2025. You can identify your skill set and create a digital product or service like an ebook, a course, or a coaching package. Use platforms like Substack or Shopify to monetize and automate it. Use AI tools like ChatGPT to help you write, brainstorm, and streamline the process. So you don't have to quit your job tomorrow, but you can start building something that frees up your time. It can increase your income and it gives you more control over your schedule, which is like what we all want, honestly. So let's recap. These are the 5 books that will change your financial future in 2025. Rich Dad, Poor Dad for building your mindset around assets and financial independence. The Psychology of Money for understanding your financial behavior. I Will Teach You to Be Rich for creating and automating a money system. Get Good with Money, which is for building holistic financial health step by step. And the 5th book, The 4-Hour Workweek for designing a life around freedom and purpose. If any of these books resonated with you, let me know in the comments which ones you're starting with, or if you've already read one, what changed for you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.